The 2 nights prior to yesterday's protests downtown started out peacefully and ended in arrests.
Leaders yesterday saying they're not letting our city become one of the many that are getting torn apart. WWAY's Kylie Jones has more on what they had to say.
Other North Carolina towns have seen gunfire and buildings set on fire. That is not protesting. That is not healing. That is violence.
Wilmington and New Hanover County leaders making it clear they won't let our city go up in flames.
We are not going to tolerate violence, and we are not going to apologize for stamping out violent activity when we see it, and we're going to nip it in the bud when it occurs.
After night 2 of protesting turned tense after the sun went down, the city and county will go into a curfew starting Tuesday at 9 p.m.
The intent of this curfew is to clear the public areas of non-essential, again, non-essential foot traffic. We're not looking to shut down any legitimate and licensed businesses that are open under the governor's COVID-19 order.
The curfew targets people who are loitering on sidewalks, parks, and similar public areas. District Attorney Ben David commends the action of law enforcement the last 2 nights.
It's easy to second guess what anyone does in these situations, but I invite you to look at other communities and how they are doing, and you ask yourself where you want to live.
Leaders supporting and encouraging the peaceful protests, but Mayor Bill Saffo has a message for the people who have an ulterior motive in mind.
To those that are bent on violence and inciting riots and destroying property, I say this is not your place.
And that curfew will remain in effect starting at 9 tonight and continuing until 5 a.m. until further notice. The curfew also applies to local beach towns, including Carolina, Curie, and Wrightsville beaches.